UTN Radio. Hear the difference.
Now the news. I'm Shane Bigham. Former Chinese President and General Secretary of the Communist Party of China's Central Committee, Jiang Zemin, has passed away in Shanghai. He was 96 years old. Jiang served as Chinese president between 1993 and 2003. He was the core of the CPC's third generation of central collective leadership and the principal founder of the theory of three represents. Crew members of the Shenzhou 14 and Shenzhou 15 missions have met inside China's space station. It's now hosting 6 astronauts at once for the first time. The Shenzhou 15 crew is expected to stay in space for 6 months. Their 6-month stay has been called the busiest one so far. Wu Lei has more.
The Shenzhou 15 crew lifted off on late Tuesday night. After a 6-hour journey, they met the Shenzhou 14 crew, who has been anxiously awaiting their arrival. Commander Chen Dong said, "It's a moment of excitement and pride we've longed for," and the incoming Shenzhou 15 crew said they can't wait to roam around their home in space. The 2 crews will conduct a work handover over the next few days. The 6-person stay might be short, but it will become increasingly regular, with crew rotation planned for twice a year going forward.
The General Secretary of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party Central Committee is paying a 3-day state visit to China. Thonglin Sisalith is also the Lao president. Beng Yilei reports.
President Thonglin Sisalith is the third ASEAN head of state to visit China this year. This is also the Lao leader's first visit to China after taking office as General Secretary of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party Central Committee. So experts tell us that Thonglin's visit at this time again shows that the world is eager to strengthen its ties with China and learn about its plans for future development. And it also highlights the unique inter-party relations and positive interactions between the 2 socialist countries. One of the top concerns can be the regional cooperation plan after the opening of the China-Laos Railway. It helped to bring various kinds of commodities in and out of the landlocked country, but greater potential still remains to be realized.
The Purchasing Managers Index for China's non-manufacturing sector came in at 46.7 in November, down from 48.7 the month before. Data from China's National Bureau of Statistics show that the country's service sector was weaker as the resurgence of COVID-19 dampened market activity. The sub-index for business activity declined to 45.1, down from 47 in October. The PMI for China's manufacturing sector came in at 48, down from 49.2 in October. The Chinese government is ramping up vaccination among its elderly population to protect this vulnerable group against COVID-19. The move aims to reduce the risk of critical illness and death among the infected seniors. The government calls for efforts to further improve services and enhance supervision over vaccination. It also says health departments need to accelerate vaccination among people aged 80 and older. Australia's parliament's voted to censure former Prime Minister Scott Morrison over his secret appointment to 5 portfolios during the COVID-19 pandemic. An inquiry found Morrison accumulated ministerial roles in health, finance, treasury, resources, and home affairs. Morrison said the decision was necessary in case ministers became incapacitated during the pandemic. Incumbent Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is in favor of the censure. It marks the first time a former Prime Minister has been censored by Parliament. German inflation slowed in November after rising for months. Germany's Federal Stats Agency says the country's inflation rate fell back to 10% this month after peaking at 10.4% in October. The official advisory body to the German government expects an inflation rate of 8% for this year before falling to 7.4% in 2023. England has booked a place in the World Cup last 16 against Senegal after a 3-0 win over Wales. Senegal advanced to the tournament's knockout stage for the first time in 20 years with a 2-1 win over Ecuador. The Netherlands beat Qatar 2-0, qualifying for the next round. Qatar became the first host side to lose all 3 group matches in World Cup history. China's traditional tea-making is now on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage list. It passed an examination in Morocco at the UN's 17th Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage session. The move recognizes the knowledge, skills, and practices around the tea plantations, tea leaf picking, and the processing, drinking, and sharing of tea. And that's the news. I'm Shane Bigham.